Hey guys, this is my review for episode 3 of Stranger Things Season 2. I'm trying this angle because it really hurts to hold my arm out this long for a long amount of time. I'm having this little Coke here. I wish I had the Dr. Peppers. I love the original, just straight up no curve. That at one point, I wish it was a Dr. Pepper because Sean Astin is drinking a Dr. Pepper. Now, at least to say, half of this episode is useless. Now, some people might like the idea of showing Hopper and Eleven, kind of just showing how they set up their outpost, how they learned all the means at the setting up of the rules, and how they counterbalance into with her rebelling and leaving. Now, while I was talking about in the last episode review, I talked about how memories have to be triggered by something that the character sees to make the fact that the memory is happening makes sense. They did that way better in this episode, admittedly. However, the point of it is just filler. It doesn't really matter. We've already kind of established how Eleven and Hopper set this all up. We kind of see it just from what we've seen. We don't need to see it be set up. It's just wasting time that could be used forwarding the story rather than filling in gaps that could honestly have just been told in a sentence or something like that. Like the fact that she's showing how she was taught how to use SOS. We could have figured that out. She's smart, Hopper's smart, and it was on the wall of how they did it when he found out that she was going to be late last time. So that part was totally useless. The kind of the rife between Nancy and Steve and Jonathan coming back in, that's kind of cool, but admittedly it's just more of the same. I like how they're teasing around with it, and I like how her guilt with Barb goes into a length where she even calls Barb's mom. However, she must have known that would have been stupid because they're listening, right? So this is just kind of a setup for something because of how stupid her character is. And Nancy's smart. I don't know why she would have done this. Like, why wouldn't she have gone to Barb's mom in person? That just seems much more reasonable. The boys with D'Artagnan was actually kind of cool, though. I like the conflict with Max, how Mike and Max kind of get along at the end of the episode. 11 just escaping. That was okay. It was nothing really interesting to it. However, Hopper's interactions with the military are interesting, as he's pointing out, you gotta fix this stuff. I know it's you. However, I thought it was a little stupid how he did this circle thing. And they're like, oh, do the circles and they get smaller and smaller. And the only fucking building around anything in that area is the giantly obvious science center. And I don't know, I know that's a reference to old 80s movies of certain kind, but this is just such an obvious play. It just seems like, hey, it's right there. I figured it out, guys. And that's what it just felt like. It just felt like a really stupid part. However, Sean Astin was actually I liked his boobish character a lot more in this episode. And I like what his advice does to Will in the episode. Because when he turns and he faces the creature, something much different that I thought was going to happen happens, and it spooked the shit out of me. I really like that ending, and boy, they're really good. They got like the True Blood ending for episodes that make you want to immediately watch the next one. This show is fantastic for binging content, and it takes so much will to not watch the next episode. So, while the ending was really cool, the interesting anecdotes with whatever D'Artagnan is was kind of cool. This episode really scrapes by. It scrapes by being good barely. So that's why I'm going to give it a 4 out of 7. Now, admittedly, that's like a 5.44 if I'm correct. I don't know, guys. I have a feeling this season's not going to be as good as the first. Now, I kind of knew that going in because the first one was a mystery story and just everything was set up so well, and the Duffer brothers had to try and eclipse what they had already made that was masterful. I will enjoy this season unless something absolutely awful comes up, but I don't think it's going to hit the magic that the first season did, but we'll see. Anyways, please, hope you guys continue to watch these reviews. I am enjoying watching the show, and I actually do like discussing each episode. It makes the episode seem more meaningful rather than just like an 8-hour binge fest and then it's like come and gone. Anyways, see you guys for the next review.